In the arid landscapes of the Middle East, camels provide a resource far more valuable than transport.
These resilient animals possess a thick skin that is transformed into some of the world's strongest leather. Trucks deliver raw, salted camel hides to the tannery loading dock, beginning the long industrial transformation process.
Workers unload the heavy pallets of preserved skins, moving them quickly to the beam house for initial inspection.
Each hide is unrolled and checked for scars or insect bites that could affect the final quality.
The selected skins are loaded into massive wooden drums to begin the critical soaking and rehydration phase.
Fresh water and surfactants fill the drum, washing away the salt and restoring moisture to the fibers.
Chemical agents like lime are added to the solution to dissolve the hair and swell the collagen.
The drums rotate slowly for 24 hours, ensuring the chemical bath penetrates deep into the thick dermis. Once the cycle is complete, the hairless hides are unloaded into carts, ready for the mechanical cleaning.
Swollen hides are fed through a fleshing machine where blades scrape away excess fat and connective tissue.
This mechanical process ensures the underside of the leather is clean and uniform before the tanning begins.
Operators visually inspect the cleaned pelts for any machine marks or damage caused during the fleshing stage. The skins return to the drums for deliming, which neutralizes the alkaline chemicals used during the dehairing. An acid bath lowers the pH of the collagen fibers, preparing them to accept the tanning agents.
Chromium salts are introduced, turning the skins blue and permanently preserving them against decomposition and bacterial rot.
Technicians cut a small sample to verify the tanning agent has fully penetrated through the entire cross-section.
The tanned hides, now known as wet blue, are unloaded and stacked on pallets for water drainage. A sammying machine uses heavy felt rollers to squeeze out excess moisture, preparing the leather for splitting. A precise band knife splits the leather horizontally, separating the top grain from the lower split layer.
The shaving machine levels the thickness of the hide to the exact millimeter measurement required by clients.
Powerful vacuums remove the dry leather dust, keeping the workspace clean and preventing contamination of the surface.
The shaved hides are loaded into a new drum for the retanning, dyeing, and fat liquoring processes.
Hot water and specific synthetic dye powders are added to give the leather its final base color.
Natural oils are injected to lubricate the fibers, ensuring the final camel leather remains soft and flexible. The dyed leather is unloaded, revealing a rich, uniform color that penetrates completely through the fiber structure. A setting-out machine stretches the wet leather to remove wrinkles and maximize the usable surface area. Workers clip the hides onto an overhead conveyor that travels slowly through a humidity-controlled drying tunnel. Warm air circulates around the hanging hides, gently removing moisture without hardening the natural collagen fibers. The leather emerges from the tunnel dry but slightly stiff, requiring mechanical softening known as staking. Vibrating pins in the staking machine massage the leather, separating the fibers to restore natural softness.
Workers stretch the skins onto metal frames and clip them in place to dry flat under tension. The frames slide into a heating unit to set the shape and area yield of the leather.
Operators trim the rough, hardened edges of the dry leather to prepare it for the finishing steps.
Automated spray guns apply a fine mist of pigment and binder to create a uniform surface finish.
Coated leather passes under UV lights or infrared heaters to cure the finish almost instantly.
For some finishes, a roller coater applies a top layer directly onto the surface for better adhesion. A heated hydraulic press stamps a specific grain pattern into the leather. Camel leather is prized for its unique, irregular grain pattern, which distinguishes it from standard cowhide. An electronic measuring machine scans the surface area of each hide to calculate the exact square footage.
The machine automatically stamps the size measurement onto the reverse side of the leather for sales tracking.
Expert graders sort the finished hides based on surface quality, identifying grade A, B, and C selections. Workers roll the finished hides into bundles, wrapping them in paper to protect the finish during shipping. The bundles are stacked onto pallets and shrink-wrapped, ready for export to product manufacturers around the world.
The prime cuts of camel leather are sent to workshops where they will be transformed into goods.
Craftsmen use templates to cut precise pattern pieces from the flawless sections of the camel hide.
The edges of the leather pieces are skived or thinned down to allow for smooth folding.
A lining material is glued to the leather panel to add structure and a refined interior finish. Skilled machinists stitch the components together using heavy-duty thread to form the main body of the bag. Artisans use the traditional saddle stitch method to hand-sew handles, ensuring maximum strength and aesthetic appeal.
Thoroughly paint dry sued multiple times. The raw edges are sanded.
High-quality metal hardware is attached, adding the final touch of luxury to the handcrafted camel leather bag. Small leather goods like wallets are stamped with gold foil logos using a heated brass die. Inspectors check every stitch and edge to ensure the craftsmanship meets the standards of million-dollar brands. The finished product is placed inside a soft dust bag to protect the leather surface during storage. It is then boxed in premium packaging, ready to be sold in high-end boutiques around the world.
The leather upper is pulled tightly over a last, stretching the fibers to conform to the shape.
The finished shoe is buffed and polished, highlighting the unique grain texture inherent to camel skin.
Back at the tannery, wastewater is treated in a massive on-site plant to remove chemicals before release. Lab technicians constantly test the effluent to ensure it meets strict environmental safety regulations for discharge. Solid waste, like leather shavings, is compressed into bonded leather board used for shoe insoles. Modern tanneries use automated systems to control chemical dosing, reducing waste and improving consistency.
Samples are stretched to the breaking point to verify the tensile strength, which is 10 times stronger than cowhide.
Rub testers check color fastness to ensure the dye does not transfer to clothing during daily use.
A flexometer bends the leather thousands of times to ensure the finish will not crack over time.
The factory showroom displays a vast array of colors and textures available for designers to choose from.
International buyers visit to inspect the hides personally, selecting the perfect materials for their collections.
Finished orders are loaded into shipping containers, destined for fashion capitals in Europe, Asia, and America. The global supply chain connects these desert tanneries with the most exclusive luxury markets on the planet.
In the city, the final products are displayed in boutique windows, commanding prices in the thousands.
The unique grain and durability of camel leather make it a material of choice for discerning connoisseurs.
This sustainable industry ensures that the hide is not wasted after the animal is processed for meat.
It transforms a byproduct of the food industry into a valuable commodity that supports local economies.
Maintaining sharp tools is essential for the workers who process thousands of hides by hand daily.
The factory environment is hot and humid, filled with the steam necessary to process the organic material. In some traditional sections, hides are still sun-dried, creating a distinct texture preferred by certain artisans.
The drying process must be carefully timed to prevent the leather from becoming brittle or cracking. Color matching is critical, as natural variations in the hide can affect how the dye is absorbed. The final stamp of approval signifies that the leather has passed all quality checks and is ready.
Operations begin early, as the multi-step tanning process takes weeks to complete from start to finish.
A vast inventory of specialized chemicals is required to transform raw skin into stable, usable leather.
Maintenance crews ensure the massive wooden drums keep turning, as a breakdown could ruin an entire batch.
The transformation is dramatic, turning a waste product into a durable luxury good that lasts for decades.
The factory supports the local economy, providing jobs for hundreds of skilled laborers and technical staff.
Security protocols are enforced to protect both the workers and the valuable inventory stored on site.
The longevity of the product relies on the quality of the leather produced in this very facility.
As the sun sets, the drums continue to turn, processing the next batch of hides for tomorrow.
Camel leather is uniquely resistant to extreme temperatures, a trait inherited from the animal's desert habitat.
The material is lightweight yet tough, making it perfect for manufacturing durable and stylish leather jackets.
On the fashion runway, the distinct texture of the camel skin catches the light and the eye.
Unlike synthetic materials, high-quality camel leather develops a beautiful patina as it ages over the years.
Pride in craftsmanship drives the workforce, knowing their product will be used by people around the world.
It all starts here, with the ship of the desert, providing a resource that has endured centuries. From raw skin to refined luxury, the journey of camel leather is a masterpiece of industrial engineering.
This concludes our detailed tour of the industrial processing of camel leather and luxury product manufacturing.
For more insights into industrial manufacturing processes and luxury material production, please subscribe to the channel.
Click the video on the screen to explore how other exotic leathers are tanned and crafted. Thank you for watching, and join us next time as we uncover more secrets of industry.